How are you, fam? Welcome back to the Student Helpline, your only go-to crew for spilling the tea on all things study abroad. I am Gauri, and let's be real, you are here because you're low-key thinking about that Aussie glow-up. Today we are deep diving into the Australia 2026 intakes. We are talking about the three big entry windows, what's new because the rules changed, who's eligible, and which universities are hitting different. If you're trying to make Australia your new main character energy, this video is 100% for you. Let's get it. Alright, first things first. Why Australia? It's a whole vibe. You've got top tier universities that actually mean something on your resume. You get to work while you study, and the culture is chef's kiss. But why 2026? Look, the game has changed. The Aussie government just dropped the new National Planning Level, NPL. For 2026, they are capping new international student spots at 2,95,000. That's up to 25,000 more for 2025, which is great, but it also means competition is real. And here's the deal, they are cracking down. The government is now telling universities they must prove they have proper infrastructure like legit housing and student support if they want to enroll more students. No cap, they're not playing. So yeah, 2026, the opportunity is massive, but you've got to be sharp. Okay, let's break down the three major entry windows. Think of them like different festival lineups. First, February intake, also known as Semester 1. This is the main event. This is the big one. It starts late Feb or early March. Almost every single course at every single university is available. It's the primary intake, the A-lister, the everyone is here party. Second, July intake, also known as Semester 2. This is the chill sequel. Starts mid-July. This is your second chance if you missed Feb or if you just needed more time to get your life together. Still a ton of good courses, but not as many as Feb. Third, November intake, also known as the niche collab. This one's different. It's a minor intake, sometimes part of a trimester system, starting around October, November. The pool of universities and courses is way smaller. It's for specific situations, so your pick depends on your timeline, your course, and how ready your application is. So which intake has your name on it? Let's get specific. Choose February if you're super organized and have your documents ready to go. The course you want is competitive. You get first dibs. If you want that fresh start vibe, joining with everyone else for the main orientation week and making friends from day one, it's giving first day of school main character energy. Choose July if you need more time. Maybe you're finishing your current school late, or you need to retake your English test, or you're still saving up. It's the perfect I missed the first bus, but the next one is right here. No stress. You're applying for a popular course, and that thankfully has a mid-year start. Choose November if you're 100% sure your specific course is offered. You missed both Feb and July, and you absolutely do not want to wait. Honestly, this is the specialist intake. Don't bank on it unless you've done your research. Check university websites or take help from the Student Helpline to see who even offers it. Alright, you've picked your intake. Now what do you need to actually apply? The Aussie government needs to see the receipts. Acceptance letter. You need to be accepted into a full-time course at a CRICOS-registered university. If it's not CRICOS, it's not a legit university. Sus. English skills. You gotta prove you speak the language. IELTS, TOEFL, PT. Your university will tell you the score you need. The money talk. You need proof of funds. For 2026, the minimum living cost is 29,710 Australian dollars for one student for 1 year. Yeah, that's a lot of Avo toast. So start saving. Health and character. Basically a vibe check from your doctor and a police clearance to prove you're not a menace. The GS requirement. This is the big one. The genuine student requirement. You have to write statements proving you actually intend to study and comply with visa rules, not just use the visa to, well, you know. Now let's talk about how not to get ghosted by your dream university. Shortlist. Get your list of dream universities and courses sorted like 8 to 12 months before you apply. Second, English test. Book this early, give yourself time to retake it if you bomb the speaking part. Third, transcripts. Get all your academic documents, letter of reference, and certificates together. Fourth, scholarships. Research these at the same time as you research courses. Free money. Pro hack for you, apply early. Universities have a limited number of spots under the new LPL. Once they're full, they're full. Early submission equals to better chances. Bonus hack for you. Remember that new housing rule? Apply to a university that is bragging about its new dorms or student support. Those providers might get faster processing. Just saying. Okay, let's bust some myths I see in our DMs all the time. Myth number 1. Applying for the November intake is easier or less competitive. Busted. That's big cap. It's smaller, not easier. Fewer spots, way fewer courses, and it's often for specific fast-tracked programs. You can't just apply for a Bachelor of Arts in November and expect it to work. Myth number 2. If I miss the February intake, I have to wait a whole year. Busted! No. That is literally why the July intake exists. It's a massive, fully stocked intake. You're not just behind if you apply for July. Don't sleep on semester 2. Myth number 3. The intake month determines my visa success. Busted! This is the most sus myth. Your application determines your visa success, not the month. A strong, genuine, well-funded application for a Feb intake will always beat a weak, sus application for a July intake. The date doesn't matter, the quality of your profile does. Okay, I know you were waiting for the A-list universities, but what's more important? Not missing the deadline to get into the A-list universities. So let's talk about application deadlines for 2026. If you take one thing from this video, this is it. Do not get left on read by your dreams university. Let's break it down. First, for the February 2026 intake, general window, you need to apply between November to December 2025, considering December your last call, like right now. If you're watching this, when it drops, you're in the deadline window. Example, the University of Melbourne has a deadline of November 30, 2025. The University of Sydney is right there with December 1st, 2025. This is not a drill. Second, for the July 2026 intake general window, you're aiming for March to May 2026. Like University of Melbourne's July deadline is around March 31st, 2026, and University of Sydney is around May 15, 2026. So you get a little more breathing room, but it'll come up fast. Third, for the November 2026 intake general window, this one's usually around June to August 2026. But you must check that your specific course is offered. Seriously. And watch out for the curveballs. Some universities like UNSW run on a rolling admissions for term system. Their first deadline for a 2027 intake can be as early as August 2026. The takeaway, these dates are the final drop-dead deadlines. Applying on the last day is high-key stressful. You want to apply months before this is to be first line for offers, scholarships, and that all-important visa. Okay fam, we are near the finish line. Here's the final golden hack. Submit your entire application at least 4 to 6 weeks before the university's final cutoff date. Why? Because you need time. Time for them to send a conditional offer. Time for you to accept it. Time to get your confirmation of enrollment. And then the time for the visa processing. With the new LPL caps and visa priorities, early is the new on time. Look, navigating all this, the NPL rules, the GS criteria, the financial documents, it's giving headache. It's stressful. At the Student Helpline, this is literally what we do. We map your best intake and university fit. We double check your documents so they're not sus. We stay on top of all policy changes so you don't get blindsided. We help you plan the cost, find scholarships, and submit the visa. If you're serious about studying in Australia in 2026, stop guessing. Hit that link in the description, book a free consultation, and let's turn that Aussie dream into an actual plan. Thanks for hanging with us. If this helped, smash that like button and hit subscribe if you're into global education hacks and zero cap advice. Drop a comment below with the university you're aiming for. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.